Good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a different video. You've got me actually right in front of the camera today. If you're wondering what this big bright light is, I've got myself a light bar from Amazon, so I can do like night trails and things like that for the car when I take night shots, because I really want to start doing some more night photography. I've done so much daytime stuff. I really want to now try and do some night photography and use this light bar to do like a light painting kind of thing around the car. Different colours, makes it look pretty, I suppose. But yeah, so it's been a long time since I've done a video. I said to myself now, from like January, I'm just going to be uploading at least once a month minimum. If I can do like a video every 2 weeks, so like twice a month, then I will do. But obviously with like work, family, other commitments, blah 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 blah, it's difficult. Anyone that's actually doing YouTube or trying to do YouTube will know it's difficult. But on my Instagram, a lot of people are saying that they want me to really do more YouTube and some tutorials and stuff. So when I do stuff with the car, or even when I go out and take pictures, show them the process and then bring them back here and show them how we edit the pictures up. So that's the purpose of this video. So what I'll do is I'll probably flip the camera around and see how well it picks up the monitor, and then I'll edit the picture or a specific picture through there. If not, I'll do a on-screen recording and throw it in with this video pretty much. But yes, this was just a quick one, 5-minute video or 10-minute video, just where I just throw in a picture that I took earlier and sort of show you how to edit it. So yeah, see you in a little while. Hello, and we are back. So what I've done here is I've just brought the camera a bit closer. I'm just going to talk to you guys whilst I then add this video in, I suppose, because I'm doing like a screen recording thing, just so that I can then try and show you. I'm only going to pick maybe like 1 or 2 pictures. I've already edited them up or edited them. But what I'll do is, so this is a shot from earlier that I'll display. I might just make me a little tiny box in the bottom here, and then I'll make this the actual video part for the YouTube video that I'm doing. Basically, so what you'll see here is the edited picture that I've done, and that's pretty much the original, which is still a sick shot. It's still a good shot, but it lacks depth, colour, punch. It just lacks what it needs. Life. I always try and bring life into a picture. My editing style on most pictures is very different per picture I do. I haven't really got a style yet. I've only been really doing it maybe a year or 2 years now top, so I haven't still created my own style and got where I wanted to get it to. But basically what I'll do is I'll go back to the edited shot, and I'll just run through and show you what I've done and what I do. So the first thing that I would normally do for Instagram is a 4:5 crop, which you'll see here. So you just go to the aspect ratio. It will be as shot originally, I think. So you just go 4:5. You can obviously unlock the photo here. You can straighten it up. You can move it wherever you want. You can resize it if you want it to be more in the middle of the picture, or more to the bottom, so it leads up to the car. You can do that. But yeah, you want to do a 4:5 crop, because then on Instagram when you post it, it will be a really nice sized picture, and it will utilise the whole space of the image. So on this one, I haven't messed with exposure at all. I've upped the contrast a bit just to, so what is it on, like +18. So obviously you move around this and you sort of get less contrast in a picture, but I always like a nice contrasting picture. Highlights, I normally drop them all the way straight down. Obviously you can get blown out with them right up. With it on what it was as shot, it still looks okay, but I just like to drop the highlights. I think most people do, to be fair. Shadows, you can obviously up your shadows, lower your shadows, depending on what type of shot you're going for. Whites and blacks, normally you can hit Alt, and it will tell you whether you're sort of like losing the blacks on the if you're losing the blacks on the blacks, or yeah, ignore what I'm saying there. But yeah, so no, sorry, this is your black, so your detail. Yeah, my bad. So when this actually shows up, it's not doing it now because obviously it can't lose any detail in it apparently. But yeah, so that's all about the detail in the whites and the blacks. So you can obviously wash it out. So now you see the headlights are not, you can't really see them. So when I hit Alt, as soon as the headlights are gone, now it's sort of more exposed for the headlights, and you can actually see pretty good on there. Point and tone curve, that's always a difficult one to explain. I normally just, because you've got obviously like your different settings here, shadows, highlights, blah 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 blah. I just have a little play with them just to try and get the image popping, just to get where I want it. Colour temp, normally leave that standard unless I really need to fiddle with it to bring out the blue in the car. You've got your HSL, which is all your colours. Baby blue, I always drop it straight down. I don't normally mess with the colour of the car, basically because I like to try and keep it as neutral as possible. On this one, I've gone a bit wild. I've messed with the greens, I've messed with the yellows, and I've also brought in a bit of reddy pink vibe and yellow to this image, something that I don't normally do, but I thought, you know what, let's change it up, let's do it. So you come to your effects. I put a bit of vignette on there just to pretty much, not too much because that can just be a bit distracting. Obviously the opposite has the opposite effect, so I'd normally just drag a little bit in there. Not quite sure what I had it on, but it's not a problem, just a little bit just to give you some more focus into the car. Clarity, add a little bit texture. You can get a bit carried away with these. Haven't had to do any noise reduction because this was actually shot ISO 200 35mm pretty much, f2.8. Yes, we haven't actually had to fiddle with that there too much. The new settings you can do on these is you can create now mask layers. So basically you can create a mask. So this is where I've created a mask around the car, so basically brush the car, and then I can do certain things to the car to then bring the car to life. So you can up the exposure, contrast, just to blend it out a little bit and make it not look so fake, because some people you can up the exposure too much that it looks fake in the image and it just looks like it's just been pushed there or put on there basically. I always add a bit of clarity to my car, and 15 sharpness. Most people do the same. Then I've done a second mask, which is now I've sort of inverted it, so it's now all the background, and there I'll just drop the highlights, just because that is like your standard. But then if you just drop it, it sort of draws you. It's all about drawing your attention to the subjects, to the subject of the car. Taking a bit of clarity out as well, just so that then we can pretty much. I mean, I didn't need to on that image. That image, to be fair, looks pretty good with the clarity there. But it's not hurt. It's not hurt to do it. It then also gives you more focus on the car, basically. Then I've done a linear gradient, which just helps you sort of, without it. Some people can get carried away, again, but it just sort of makes the bottom part of your image, or wherever you put it, basically. I've done one on the sky as well, so then it brightens the, it's all about these little gradients and these little filters that you put in that just help you draw your attention to the car, to the image, portrait, person, whatever you're shooting. But yeah, so I'll pretty much run through just a couple of shots. These will get uploaded on my Instagram quite soon. Probably for next week I'll get these up. But yeah, so you get the idea. It's pretty much just about making some of these are not final edits or anything. It's just about making sure that the focus is on the car, the car's the subject. That's quite a clean shot, to be fair. What's that? So that's at 70mm. So on my new lens, which I grabbed today, I've already got a 50mm prime Sigma. I've got 24 to 70, and I ran out of it today because I really wanted to get some different types of shots now, so like some 24mm, 35s, things like that. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty impressed with that lens. That lens it's a pretty beastly lens. It's a workhorse. It does well, yeah. But yeah, so basically this is just a really quick run through. Sometimes a lot more goes into the picture, so if there's things on the image that I don't like, cigarettes on the floor, paper on the floor, tissues, if I can park away from it, I'll park away from it. If not, then I'll just get rid of it in Photoshop. I'm not the best at Photoshop, but yeah, we all learn, we're all starting. But I'm definitely going to do probably more of these little videos. It's probably not the greatest video that I've done, but I just wanted to sort of explain and show you guys sort of what we do with the editing process, or what I do with the editing process of my videos. next video I'm hoping probably maybe a couple of weeks after Christmas. Now we'll get Christmas out of the way. I might go out with the GoPro and do some POV, so whilst I'm actually shooting the car. I'd really like to start doing some cinematics now with this new lens, and I've got that extra wideness on the lens. I'd really like to get out and do some cinematic videos of the car, which would be really cool. Obviously if I can do tutorials, so on me doing things to the car, because I try and do everything myself to the car. But yeah, yes, this is just a quick little video really, just to sort of show you guys how I edit a picture, and yeah, it's not much more to it really. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you get all the future updates of me uploading videos, which is obviously not regularly, but it will start becoming more regular. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going with that really, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.